Somewhere between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, there's a stretch of ocean that has terrified sailors and pilots for over a century. Ships vanish without a distress call. Planes disappear from radar as if they never existed. Survivors speak of compasses spinning wildly, green fogs, and time itself bending. It has been called the Devil's Triangle, the graveyard of the Atlantic, and the most mysterious place on Earth. But what is the truth behind the legend? Is it a supernatural vortex, a secret government base, or just a very dangerous patch of water with a very big reputation? In this video, we'll explore the most famous disappearances, the wildest theories, and what science actually has to say. Fasten your seatbelt. This is the Bermuda Triangle. First, let's define the place. The Bermuda Triangle is not an official map designation. No government recognizes it. But popular culture has drawn a triangle between 3 points: Miami, Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. The total area is roughly 500,000 to 1.5 million square miles, depending on who you ask. This region is part of the North Atlantic Ocean. It's one of the busiest shipping lanes on the planet, with thousands of vessels crossing every year. It's also right in the path of hurricanes, the Gulf Stream current, and some of the deepest underwater trenches on Earth. The term Bermuda Triangle was first coined in 1964 by author Vincent Gaddis, but it was Charles Berlitz in his 1974 bestseller, The Bermuda Triangle, who turned it into a global phenomenon. Berlitz claimed that dozens of ships and planes had vanished under mysterious circumstances, often without a trace. Skeptics point out that the number of disappearances in the triangle is not statistically higher than in any other similarly busy part of the ocean, but that hasn't stopped the legends from growing. Let's look at the most famous incidents. The most famous case is Flight 19. On December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida for a routine training mission. There were 14 airmen on board. The flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, had over 2,500 flying hours. About 2 hours into the flight, Taylor reported that his compasses had failed. He became disoriented. Radio transmissions became confused and frantic. One student pilot was heard saying, "If we could just fly west, we would get home." But Taylor believed they were over the Florida Keys when they were actually far out over the Atlantic. The Navy sent 2 PBM Mariner rescue planes. One of them, with 13 crewmen, exploded in mid-air shortly after takeoff. No survivors. The 5 Avengers were never found. No wreckage, no oil slick, nothing. Then there's the USS Cyclops. In March 1918, this 540-foot Navy cargo ship was carrying 306 crew and passengers, plus 10,000 tons of manganese ore. It sailed from Barbados to Baltimore. It never arrived. No distress call, no wreckage. To this day, it remains the single largest loss of life in U.S. Navy history not involving combat. And these are just the highlights. The Mary Celeste, found abandoned but still sailing. The SS Marine Sulphur Queen, lost with 39 crew. 2 British Tudor airliners, Star Tiger and Star Ariel, disappearing in the late 1940s. A DC-3 Flight 160 from San Juan to Miami vanishing in 1948. Collectively, these stories have fueled decades of speculation. When official explanations seem unsatisfying, the imagination runs wild, and the Bermuda Triangle has attracted some of the most outlandish theories ever proposed. Theory 1. The Lost City of Atlantis. Some believe that remnants of Atlantis lie beneath the triangle, and its mythical energy crystals interfere with ships' electronics and compasses. This theory was popularized by Edgar Cayce, the Sleeping Prophet. Theory 2. Aliens. The idea that extraterrestrials are abducting ships and planes for study or to prevent humans from discovering their underwater base. The sudden disappearances without radio calls fit the alien abduction narrative perfectly. Theory 3. Time warps or wormholes. The idea that the triangle contains a portal to another dimension or to a different time. Ships that vanish may have been transported elsewhere, or else they are still flying, caught in a loop. Theory 4. Sea monsters or giant squids. Old maritime legends talk of giant octopuses or squids capable of pulling ships under. The Sargasso Sea, which overlaps the triangle, is known for strange currents and seaweed fueling these tales. And Theory 5. Government cover-up. The U.S. Navy operates the Atlantic Undersea Test and Evaluation Center, AUTEC, near the Bahamas. Some claim the Navy uses secret weapons or experiments that cause ships to vanish and then covers it up. These theories are exciting. They make great movies and books, but the scientific community has a much simpler and more believable explanation. Let's look at the natural dangers that actually exist in the Bermuda Triangle. First, weather. The triangle lies in the path of hurricanes and tropical storms that form off the coast of Africa. Sudden, violent storms can appear with almost no warning. Second, the Gulf Stream. This is one of the most powerful ocean currents in the world, moving at up to 5.5 miles per hour. It can quickly push a disabled vessel hundreds of miles off course. And because the current is warm, it can also evaporate any fuel or oil slick that might mark a wreck, leaving no trace. Third, methane hydrates. Beneath the seabed in this region are vast deposits of methane gas trapped in ice-like crystals. If these release, due to underwater landslides or temperature changes, they create massive bubbles of gas. A ship caught in such a bubble would lose buoyancy and sink almost instantly. An airplane flying through a methane cloud could have its engines stall. This theory has been tested in laboratories and is considered plausible. So why do so many incidents happen? The most common factor is human error. In the case of Flight 19, the flight leader, Lieutenant Taylor, was an experienced pilot, but he refused to turn over command to his students, who believed they were flying in the wrong direction. He also refused to switch to a backup radio frequency that would have allowed better communication. The Avengers had a limited fuel range. By the time Taylor realized his mistake, there wasn't enough fuel to return to land. The planes likely ran out of fuel and ditched in rough seas, where they quickly sank. The rescue mariner was known to have fuel vapor issues. It likely exploded from a spark. The USS Cyclops? It probably encountered a sudden catastrophic storm or a rogue wave. It was carrying a heavy load of ore that could have shifted, causing it to capsize. The Star Ariel Tudor airliner? Likely a sudden decompression or fire, leading to a crash into the ocean. What do you think? Is there something genuinely unexplained about the Bermuda Triangle, or is it all just a legend? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. Thanks for watching.